Okay everyone, this is for DBC locksmiths. If you go on to the online shop, you'll see these. Just got them new in. There's two jackknives on the site now, the Southward and this one, which is considerably cheaper. So I thought I would run through the pros and cons of these for anybody that's thinking of getting one. Because if you're looking, you're either going to go for the Southward or this one, so it's really just depending on your style of picking and what you want to go for. I don't have a Southward for comparison. I did have one years ago, but I've given it away since, so I don't really have that for comparison, although the picks on the Southward will be about the same size as this Peterson. So hopefully you can make that out. You probably can't really. Alright, there we go. So that's basically the size that the Southward picks will be. Focus is really bad in this, isn't it? There we go. That's a half diamond from Pearson's. Now, you can still use picks that size, there's nothing wrong with them. But these things here, I mean, these really do give you maximum room. So that is one thing that I really like about these. Build quality of the pick is very strong, it's very sturdy. The picks are good and sturdy, so there's no complaints there. But obviously this will suit you a lot better if you're good at SPP. You've got a half diamond and a city rake on the Southward, so if you do like the rake, then that one might be a bit better for you. The picks in this, there's a very slim short hook there. There's a normal kind of short hook, medium hook. Now this one is really good. I really like the feedback and everything from this pick, and it's really strong as well. Perfect pick in my opinion. And you've also got this thing, which I'm not really sure about. You get this with the Gosso set and a couple of the other cheapy sets. I'm not sure what it's for, but you could turn it around and use this side as a kind of a half diamond for raking if you needed to. Personally, I think if it had a city rake, which is this one, because you get one of these in the Southward. I think if it had one of these instead of this weird thing, it would be perfect, because I mean this is pretty useless. No matter how good you are with a hook, it would be nice to have a decent rake on there as well. I mean, it is for emergencies, so it would be nice to have the option. So that's pretty much the only bad thing I can say about it. I mean, if they replace this with a decent rake, it'd be sweet. There are a couple of other things, very small things though. There is the issue with tightening these, because with the Southward you'll get a grub screw on the back. You select your pick, put it out, and you tighten the screw, and that's that. Which you can't really do with this. But if you tighten this up with a screwdriver, now you don't have to carry a screwdriver about with you. But if you do this just once, there is a trick to it. Get the pick that you want, which in this case will be that one. Put them all 90 degrees, and just bend them both in opposite directions like this, and it will lock out good and tight. I mean, you can see it's not going anywhere. You do need to put a decent amount of force to get it to move. Your pick pressure is all going this way anyway, so it won't really bend out of place unless you're really shit at picking. Another thing is that the wrench you get with it, it's not very good, but they're dead easy to make, so I wouldn't really moan about that. I don't have the one that comes with this, actually. But this is one that I made to go with it anyway, just a double-ended one. There's one long end, one short end. With the Southward, the tension wrench will clip in, so it's all neat and tidy, which you don't get with this. But if you make a small one like that, you can just put the long end through this hole at the end there, and it sits sort of neat and tidy. I mean, it'll go into the small jeans pocket anyway, and it'll sit quite well like that, so no problems there. Just to show you actually before we move on to the demonstration, this is a Southward Slimline. Just to show you the difference in the size. I mean, these things are really, really fine. You can get around to any keyway with these things. The ones in the Jackknife, to my knowledge, are not slimline. They're more the size of the Peterson that I showed you earlier. So hopefully that clears up any questions or any issues that you might have with these. It is a good bit cheaper than the Southward, but it's not quite as convenient, so if you want the Southward, go for it. But this is a really good pick. I'm just going to go on the wee demonstration and do a couple of locks for you here as well. Okay, first of all, just a cheap euro. This is the key for it. Fairly even bitten. Start working with the key. And I'm going to be using my favourite pick out of these, which is the medium hook. So we'll just go in bottom of keyway tension. The feedback from this pick is really, really good. There's that one set. 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 Actually set 2 pins at a time there, so that's that. I'll do the other side as well, just in case you think I've memorised the binding order or something like that. I'm not actually sure what that was. I think that was 2, 5, 1, and then 4 and 3 went together. So this side here, that's the one at the back. It's 5, 3, 2, 1. Pin 4 then should open. And there we go. That's that. That's 2 sides of that euro. And we're now going to go and do a rim cylinder. But we're not going to do that in the vise. The reason why we're not doing it in the vise is because it's a rim cylinder. If you're picking one of these in your hand or in a vise, it's a lot different. Because in a door you've actually got the spring resistance of this bolt. So just for a bit more realism, let you see it in action properly. I would close the door and do it out in the hall, but the tripod's not big enough. I actually have it sitting on the bed, so there's no way to do that. But anyway, means you can actually see this as well, so I suppose it's a good thing. Same pick again, the medium hook. See how it goes on this. Okay, that's that lock open. You can see the bolt on the other side there, so that's that picked. And this is a brand new lock as well. It's got a very, very tight keyway. Now, let's have a wee look, see if we can get this. Probably not going to be able to see this too well, but no, hold on. Because the camera was zoomed in from before, you couldn't see it, but there you are. It's a very, very tight keyway. So the picks do the job. There it is again. That's the cheap jackknife from DBC locksmiths. If you are looking for one of these and you don't want to shell out about 30 quid for the Southord one, then definitely a very good pick to have. I would recommend it.